crossing. How are you all? Hope you're all well. Okay, what I like to do is some days I just like to sort of pull out a random deck. And for some reason this morning, and I know it's after lunch now, of course, but this morning, the Meraki Tarot, Meraki Tarot, that's how I say it, but anyway, the Meraki Tarot is being playing on my mind. So I thought, I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to pull out the guidebook, because what I like to do is if I'm just doing a reading for myself, remember I'm not doing a reading for anyone else, I'm just sort of doing a reading, whether you can take a message from the cards is up to you, maybe something in it will reflect, but what I like to do is sort of pull out a deck and the guidebook, because the creators put a lot of effort into those guidebooks. And so I think it's really cool to sort of grab the deck. Now let's think about whoa, that flew out. So what cards, now see if I can find it first. Just give me a minute to type. Okay, it's on the floor here. What cards? Okay, interesting. 2 cards flew out. And I couldn't believe that the way they flew out of the pack. They just like, boom, out. So what do we get? Okay, we've got 7 of Swords and Queen of Wands. Okay, 7 of Swords. Now 7 of Swords to me is about conviction. It's about sort of standing up for what you believe. You know, there is some challenges to the situation mentally. So I get that sense of you feel like something's being taken away from you. It's a theft card, like something's been stolen from you, right? And so you want to sort of stand up for your thoughts, ideas, your sense of taking back what maybe someone has taken from you. Now, Queen of Wands to me, she's dynamic, she's bold, confident, independent. There is a very sort of passionate, creative energy about her. She's got a kindness, a gentle, she is kind, and she is giving of her time. She's very happy sort of energy. So I feel like when I look at these 2 cards here, I'm getting a sense of, you feel like something's been taken from you, but it's up to you to how you choose to respond in a way for you to nurture your creativity in the situation. Something's been taken from you and you've been asked to be a little bit creative in taking back what you feel's been taken from you. But what I want to do is have a look at the guidebook for a minute and have a look and see what the creator talks about in this. So we've got 7 of Swords. So what does the creator talk about when she's talking about 7 of Swords? Okay, now the key words here she uses is adaptable, betrayal, choices, courage, and deception, right? And then the dark is outsmarted, breaking free, danger, and getting caught. Okay, the 7 of Swords brings light to what you may be hiding. It urges you to confront any betrayal or deception that may be coming from you or from someone around you. There are times in life when we all need to find a sneaky way to approach a situation, but when found out, we must face the consequences. This is a time to weigh out your situation and honor yourself and others by making the right choices. The strength of this bird has gone through storms to run off with his goods. He moves through the storm into the clearing, hoping he has gotten away from the scene, never to look back. In his capture, he has forgotten the 2 swords that stand tall for all to see on the hillside. Though he does not notice this, it will surely be seen. His shadow is clear as day, following him like a beacon on the glistening grassy lands. There is not a good way to hide deception. A trace will always be left. Be true. You're in possession of your honor and trust. So I do get a sense of it reminding you to think about your consequences of any actions you take. You could get caught in that situation. So let's have a look and see what the Queen of Wands has to say. Whoops, Queen of Wands. Okay. Her keywords are ambitious, charming, cheerful, assertive, confident, and joy. But there is a dark side to being bitter, catty, controlling, and demanding, and disloyal. The Queen of Wands depicts a person with extreme focus and fiery passion. This is a positive and courageous personality who is confident enough to stand up for herself and others. You're called to let your vibrant energy radiate outward. Stand up for greatness and answer your calling to create. You have so much to give to yourself and others, and when you believe in your passions, others will believe too. Enjoy being the centre of attention. And I just suddenly thought, if this was sort of reversed and I sort of turned it around the right way, and I sort of thought that maybe that what was taken from you was taken by someone who was deceptive or catty, or it's reminding you too, don't be deceptive, don't be controlling, don't be don't be disloyal. Kind of interesting when you look at it like, if you do it like that. I'm just sort of getting you a chance to sort of think about what the cards could be. Remember that they flew out, so I put them back up, and so it could have been like that. You know, maybe you're bright and cheerful and independent, and yet you've got someone who has taken from you. Kind of interesting. So you can sort of see, sorry, I was just getting you to sort of think about the cards, thinking about what they could actually mean. So here we had, enjoy the centre of attention, let it shine, and it's got the Queen Fox sits in peace on a fiery lit evening in her lush garden surrounded by her sunflowers, depicting happiness, vitality, and intelligence. She's devoted to her passions and all the beauty around her. This time brings playful good fortune and joy. Be bold in your actions. You have so much to offer. Shine your light bright. But I just want to sort of think about what these cards could mean when we're thinking about just two cards, right? And we're putting them together. So it could be that somebody who is disloyal to you has taken something from you. As if you're wanting to do it like, you know. Just think. But let's sort of ask the cards for a little bit more information about what was taken. The person involved. Oh, okay. Interesting. King of Wands jumped out. So it feels like someone was looking for an opportunity. Someone was looking for a new adventure. Okay, tell us a little bit more. I love sort of diving into... Okay. Now I'm going to choose the cards. This one. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. So let's have a look. What are these 3 cards? Okay, so we've got someone who was looking for new adventures, maybe looking for a scene, you know, or thinking about their own passions, their own, I get a sense of selfishness around here. Someone who's thinking about themselves. So what have we got here? Okay, we've got 3 of Cups, the High Priestess, and Clarity. But I get a sense of confusion there. I don't feel like they were trying to find... Oh, wait a minute. No. I get a sense of them... They had clarity about what they were doing. There was a lot of secrets involved. So they were very clear about the secrets that they were holding. Definitely feel like they were secrets. And it was a third party. And the reason why I say third party here is because of these cards coming together. I don't feel like well, maybe they were celebrating what they took, right? But it was definitely a third party. Oh, kind of interesting. So somebody took, so when we look at these, could be a sense of somebody taking something because you're bold, you're confident, you're dynamic, right? But I also get the sense of them being disloyal. I get the sense of someone who sort of was looking for a little bit of a, they were creative, they were sly, and I say that because of the fox. I do feel like they were cunning. I do get that foxy energy, being sort of cunning energy, right? They sort of see you as being someone who's very bold, bright, independent, someone very creative, and so they were a bit cunning, but slightly they were very clear about their intentions, is what I get here. Very clear about their intentions. They had a lot of hidden secrets, a lot of hidden knowledge about something, and so they celebrating what they took. They celebrated what they took. Whoo, okay. So something's been taken from you. It was definitely done by somebody. So it's from someone who was a little bit cunning, a little bit sly, sort of behind the scenes. They were very clear with the intention. There was a lot of hidden secrets, hidden knowledge about the situation. And so they're sort of celebrating about what they do. So let's have a look at what you can do in this situation. Oh, okay. What you can do. Okay, Four of Swords. Take a moment to breathe. Take a moment to breathe. Reflect. Contemplate. Okay, so just take a moment to breathe first. Meditate on the situation. So that's very important. I do get that sense of just reflecting, contemplating, reviewing the situation. Oh, okay. They flew out there. And so you've got that sense. And so you've got the sense of just meditating on it. Getting knowledge, getting wisdom about the situation before acting. Super important. Page of Wands. And Two of Pentacles. So Page of Wands to me is this, feels like you've got the enthusiasm and the drive, but might not have all the information yet. You might not have all the experience or the knowledge yet. So I still get that sense of just don't rush ahead. And I know you sort of want, with the Page of Wands, I get the sense of this youthful rushing into things. I'm getting a sense of stop. Stop, stop, stop. Don't rush. Don't rush into things. I think it's about just sort of taking a moment, take a breath, reflect and contemplate. Get all the information that you need first. Get all the information first. And then you've got the Two of Pentacles. And I think you need to look at what your priorities are in this situation. I do feel like there's a lot of juggling around with this situation. You know, a lot of to and froing. What do you do about it? I think it's very important that you don't rush into anything. Be very careful about it, how you get to the information. I think you just sort of need to sort of just take a breath for a second before making any information, any rushed decisions. Eight of Pentacles tells us that it's about finishing the task. So again, I feel like it's about getting all the information that you need, taking all the action, get everything all prepared. I think it's about getting all the proof, all the, because something's been taken from you because of who you were, and they were very intentional about it. So you've got to make sure you've got all the information before you take action, is what I'm getting here. Is take your time, take your breath, get all the proof, get all the evidence. And I think that's why I get that sense of like finishing the task before you, so it's complete. It's that commitment, that to get all the proof that you need, the evidence, super important before you take any action. So kind of interesting there. I'm saying I'm getting a sense of not rushing into accusations or anything like that. Make sure you've got all the proof first before you rush into accusing anyone, or because I don't think it's not who you think it is what I'm getting here. It's someone who's a little bit sly, a little bit cunning. They were very clear in their intention about what they wanted to do for, what they wanted to take from you. And so it's really important that you don't rush into accusing anyone, because you need to make sure you've got all the proof first, all the evidence, all the facts. You've got that complete picture before you take action. And then we've got Six of Swords, where you'll move into smoother waters. You'll be able to leave behind all that chaos and go into smoother waters. You'll feel like you'll be able to move forward mentally on your journey. If you allow yourself not to rush into accusations, make sure you've got all the proof first. Make sure you've got all the, is what I'm getting here with that sense of, I feel like something was taken from you because you're bold, you're independent, you're dynamic, you're, a beautiful person. You've got someone who's quite sly, very creative in their energy. They had a huge desire about what they wanted, very clear with their intent, that sense of, there was a lot of secrets involved in their own life. I think they've got a lot of secrets that they're holding on to. And so they were celebrating what they have achieved. And so it's really important that you take a moment to breathe. I get the sense of reflecting, contemplating, meditation. Get the knowledge that you need. The knowledge is super, super important. Allow yourself that sense of, I just keep getting, make sure you've got all the facts first. Make sure you've got all the information. With the Page of Wands, I get the sense that you need to make sure, you might have that sense of immediate, anger, or, that immediate reaction. Take a breath. Take a breath, take a breath, take a breath. Make sure that you are working out what the priorities are. What's important, what's the important processes that need to be taken into place. So to make sure that you've got closure, you've got the sense of proof, evidence, and then you're able to move forward on your journey here. So yeah, I do think it's really important that you're not rushing into anything. Just take your time, get all the information before you take any action, and then you're able to move forward on your own journey into a much smoother, you'll be able to leave behind the chaos into much smoother waters. Okay, so that's it from me. Wow, that was a kind of interesting message. I think it's a reminder to us all to not jump to conclusions. Sometimes we can be quick to judge. We need to stop, take a breath, breathe, get the proof, get that closure, then we can move on. Okay, so that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. And don't forget, I would love to do more lives, but my Wi-Fi is still a bit iffy. I'm still trying to get that sorted. So please, if you want a reading, please check out my Ko-Fi. Don't forget, if you're a member on my Ko-Fi, you can get a free 3-card reading. For as little as $1 a month. Get a free 3-card reading. Okay, so don't forget, if you're a member, please book your reading, your free reading with me. You are entitled to it. Please, please, please. If you want a reading with a tarot and oracle cards, you can donate using the Ko-Fi link, Ko-Fi shop. Go check out. Don't forget, if you're a member, you've got downloads, discounts. I mean, there's huge benefits to being a member on my Ko-Fi and supporting the channel, allowing me to do these videos and things. Okay, so that's it from me. Take care. Blessed be.